chose herself, no tears, just gone. Whispers called her cold, fire inside her rose. Dropped the maybes, claimed what freedom chose. A woman who chose herself over empty promises and lies. Burn the doubts, hit the road, stars lighting up her eyes. No chains, no shame, she's free tonight. Woke up to mirrors, lying eyes that didn't know her name. His forever felt like rust, pulling her down the drain. Packed the hurt in silence, left the porch light dim. His ring was prison, smile hid the storm within. Poor dreams in silence, let the hurt begin. Key in ignition, dust trail in the rear. Small town fading, no more living in fear. Hell to break free, but cages kill the soul. Her roar echoes louder, finally whole. A woman who chose herself over empty promises and lies. Burned the doubts, hit the road, stars lighting up her eyes. No chains, no shame, she's free tonight. Loving him stole the girl I used to be. Mirrors show a stranger eyes gone dim and gray. Gave my wild to his calm, lost myself along the way. Loving him, losing me, piece by rusty piece. Traded dreams for his shadow, chased a fragile piece. Heart's a hollow highway now, echoes where I roam. Loving him and losing me, but I'm finding my way home. Woke to coffee cold, his boots by the door again. I'd mend his broken edges while mine wore paper thin. Sang his favorite covers, silence my own tune. Thought love was subtraction under that harvest moon. Friends stopped calling, said I faded like old ink. I'd cancel sunsets just to pour him one more drink. One night the clock struck freedom, key cold in my hand. Drove past our forever into no man's promised land. It burns like back row whiskey, truth cut sharp and deep. But chains feel heavier than the promises we keep. No more bending backward for a half-love home. Loving him, losing me, piece by rusty piece. Traded dreams for his shadow, chased a fragile piece. Heart's a hollow highway for his shadow chased a fragile peace. Strong on the outside, cracking deep inside. Smile holds the room, but my ribs are caving slow. Boots keep on walking where my heart won't go. Strong on the outside, breaking like cheap glass inside. Wearing armor daily just to hide the midnight cries. Whiskey whispers secrets the daylight won't confess. Strong on the outside, Lord, I'm a beautiful mess. Mama raised a fighter, chin up through the storm. Plowed these fields alone since the day I was born. Friends see the steel, raise a glass to my grip, but the mirror knows the truth. I'm coming unglued bit by bit. 'Cause goodbye note still folded in the glove box drawer. Truck engine roars louder than the ache anymore. Pour coffee black chased on down back roads blind. Hold the wheel steady while my soul unwinds. One day the dam breaks, floods the porch with rain. No more pretending through the hurt and pain. Let the wild come calling, tear these walls apart. Strong on the outside, breaking like cheap glass inside. Wearing armor daily just to hide the midnight cries. Whiskey whispers secrets the daylight won't confess. Strong on the outside, Lord, I'm a beautiful mess. He left, I stayed standing in the dust. Taillights faded red, porch swing creaks along. Heart's a freight train wreck, but these boots hold stone. He left, I stayed standing through the midnight rain and ache. Roots run deeper than his promises could break. Whiskey in my coffee, fire in my veins. He left, but damn if I ain't rising from the flames. Packed his lies in silence, slammed the screen Small town girl with big scars on her heart. Friday lights flicker, but they don't see the fight. Friday lights flicker, but they don't see the fight. Wearing Sunday smiles through the long, lonesome night. Small town girl with big scars, carved deep by goodbye trains, dancing through the whispers, breaking free from yesterday's chains. Porch swing confessions, whiskey healing what time can mend. Small town girl with big scars, but this story ain't the end. Graduation bleachers, first love under oak shade. He swore forever, left her fading in the fade. Mama's kitchen sermons, dust yourself and stand. But some cuts run rivers through this red dirt land. Neon bar mirrors lie about the girl she used to chase. Tail lights took her thunder, left an empty windshield space. Now she's trading secrets with the highway hum at dawn, finding gold in gravel where the weak ones come undone. Scars ain't shame, they're maps to who I am. Proof I burn brighter than their small town plans. One spark ignites it all. Watch me rise and roll. Small town girl with big scars, carved deep by goodbye trains, dancing through the whispers, breaking free from yesterday's chains. Porch swing confessions, whiskey healing what time can mend. Small town girl with big scars, but this story ain't the end. Mama taught me how to survive the storm. Calloused hands from plowing fields through flood and endless fight. Her voice still echoes stronger than the thunder in the night. Mama taught me how to survive when love walks out the door. Stand tall in shattered glass, come back stronger. Whiskey wisdom, backbone steel, through heartache's bitter grind. Mama taught me how to survive, leave the weak ones behind. I loved him louder than he loved me back. Poured my thunder into whispers he never heard. Gave my wildfire, got embers in return. I loved him louder than he loved me. Echoes in the dark shouted heartbeats down a one-way road to nowhere. Spark bottle rockets fading in a small town sky so blue. I loved him louder, but he never loved me true. Wrote his name in neon on every bar stool, and I danced through his silences, chased his half-lit fight. Truck bed memories under harvest moon glow. I'd scream forever while he mumbled, I don't know. Friends saw the fracture, pour coffee black and warm. But love's a freight train crash, leaving me storm-torn. Till I'd swallowed highways, left my road behind. Now gravel prayers heal where blind faith couldn't find. Truth hits like back row whiskey, burns a lie away. Loud ain't enough when love don't wanna stay. I'm turning volume inward, finding my own song. I loved him louder than he loved me. Echoes in the dark shouted heartbeats down a one-way road to nowhere. Spark bottle rockets fading in a small town sky so blue. I loved him louder, but he never loved me true. He broke promises, not me. Left them shattered on the floor. Swore forever under oaks and drove off in the dark. His words like cheap motel signs, flickering out spark. He broke promises, not me. Scattered like shotgun shells. I held up every vow while he rang his own death nails. Whiskey burns the truth down to the bone tonight. He broke promises, not me. I'm still standing in the fight. Friday porch swings creak to lies. He whispered soft and sweet, planned our white picket future on 4th Street. Truck tire spun redemption down that gravel goodbye lane. Left me peace and honor from his hurricane. Neighbors sip their pity tea, say I should have seen the storm, but loyalty's my armor, keeps my spirit warm. Now sunrise gilds the wreckage where a shadow used to stand. I'm forging steel from fragments with these calloused hands. Truth stings sharper than the silence of his runaway taillights, but broken ain't my story. I'm the dawn after long nights. No more chasing echoes of what never was true. He broke promises, not me. Scattered like shotgun shells, I held up every vow while he rang his own death knells. Whiskey burns the truth down to the bone tonight. He broke promises, not me. I'm still standing in the fight. A heart too soft for a hard man. He talks in cold goodbyes like it's nothing at all. I laugh it off in public, then I crack in the fall. A heart too soft for a hard man. I bruise behind my smile. Kept forgiving thunderstorms, kept running every mile. He never learned to hold me, only how to let me go. A heart too soft for a hard man, but I'm learning to say no. He loves like a locked door, like a fist in a glove. Calls it just the way I am, like that's the shape of love. I turned my needs to whispers, made my tears behave, built a home out of maybe, dug my own little grave. Sunday morning sunrise on a chipped white cup. He wants a woman made of stone, so I stopped shutting up. I packed my tinder like a Bible, like a knife, like a flame. Left his silence on the table, left with my own name. If love is only pressure, it ain't holy, it ain't true. I won't shrink to fit the places he can't feel me through. I'm not weak for breaking, I'm brave for breaking free. A heart too soft for a hard man. I bruised behind my smile, kept forgiving thunderstorms, kept running every mile. He never learned to hold me, let me go. A heart too soft for a hard man, but I'm learning to say no. heart too soft for a hard man. He talks in cold goodbyes like it's nothing at all. I laugh it off in public, then I crack in the fall. A heart too soft for a hard man, I bruise behind my smile. Kept forgiving thunderstorms, kept running every mile. He never learned to hold me, only how to let me go. A heart too soft for a hard man, but I'm learning to say no. He loves like a locked door, like a fist in a glove. Calls it just the way I am, like that's the shape of love. I turned my needs to whispers, made my tears behave, built a home out of maybe, dug my own little grave. Sunday morning sunrise on a chipped white cup. He wants a woman made of stone, so I stopped shutting up. I packed my tinder like a Bible, like a knife, like a flame. Left his silence on the table, left with my own name. If love is only pressure, it ain't holy, it ain't true. I won't shrink to fit the places he can't feel me through. I'm not weak for breaking, I'm brave for breaking free. A heart too soft for a hard man. I bruised behind my smile, kept forgiving thunderstorms, kept running every mile. He never learned to hold me, let me go. A heart too soft for a hard man, but I'm learning to say no. I waited, he never came back through that door. Porch light burned for lifetimes, coffee went stone cold. Every headlight flickered hope, then faded down the road. I waited, he never came back, left echoes in the rain. Taillight stole my forever, left me standing in the pain. Whiskey prayers to highways, starlight on my scars. I waited too damn long, now I'm chasing my own star. Screen door slammed like thunder on that Friday goodbye night. Promised he'd be home by dawn, chasing neon ballroom light. I folded all this flannel, set the table just for two. Watched the clock hands mock me till the truth came into view. Neighbors brought their casseroles, whispered he ain't worth the egg. Found my boots and backbone in the drawer I couldn't break. Engine hums redemption down these back road healing miles. No more waiting on his shadow, wearing freedom's honest smiles. Hurts like hell to admit it, but wait. taillight stole my forever, left me standing in the pain. Whiskey prayers to highways, starlight on my scars. I waited too damn long. Now I'm chasing my own stars. I grew stronger when he disappeared. Taillights swallowed shadows, left the silence loud and clear. Found my roots in gravel where the weak ones disappeared. I grew stronger when he disappeared. Rose from ashes in the dawn, traded fragile maybes for a fire that carries on. No more bending backward for a love that played me wrong. I grew stronger, singing my own rebel song. His goodbye note was scribbled on a bar receipt so thin. I burned it with a porch light, let the healing flames begin. Mama's old sixth string called me from the closet, dust and rust. Fingers found forgiveness in the chords I learned to trust. Back roads whisper secrets about the woman I could be. Ditched his ghost for sunrise, set my wild heart running free. Neighbors raised their eyebrows, said I'd crumble in the rain. But I'm still from county rivers, dancing through the pain. It stings like moonshine lightning, truth cut sharp and raw. But disappearing taught me how to stand without a flaw. No chains can hold this thunder, watch me claim the sky. I grew stronger when he disappeared. Rose from ashes in the dawn, traded fragile maybes for a fire that carries on. No more bending backward for a love that played me wrong. I grew stronger, singing my own rebel song. A love that asked me to stay quiet, whispers turn to shackles, lock my wild voice down. Smile through Sunday sermons in this silent ghost town. A love that asked me to stay quiet, swallowed every scream, traded roar for ripples in his mirror shine dream. No more hushing heartbeats for a man who couldn't hear. A love that asked me to stay quiet. I'm singing loudest here. He does with a baby settle down. Turn my thunder to a murmur in his king-size crown. Porch swing held our secrets, but I choked on every word. Built a cage from good girl till my spirit blurred. One dawn the mirror cracked, showed the woman I forgot. Grabbed my boots and banjo, tied a silence in a knot. Back roads call my true name, let the highway set it free. No more fading echoes, I'm the storm you never see. Quiet ain't devotion, it's a slow and starving death. My voice is a revolution, stealing every stolen breath. Watch the quiet shatter like a whiskey bottle thrown. A love that asked me to stay quiet, swallowed every scream. Traded roar for ripples in his mirror shine dream. No more hushing heartbeats for a man who couldn't hear. A love that asked me to stay quiet, I'm singing loud this year. My tears build my backbone, brick by salty brick. Floods carve canyons deeper than his lies could reach. Turn sorrow into steel, where the broken learn to preach. My tears build my backbone, rising from the flood. Nights I soak the pillow, tracing cracks he left behind. Porch light witness rivers no dam could ever bind. Mama's quilt held witness to the storms I weathered through. Every drop a hammer forging something fierce and true. Dawn broke on the wreckage, found my boots still standing tall. Highway hummed redemption, answered every curtain call. Neighbors sip their judgments, but I've drowned their doubts before. Turn the flood to firelight, kicking down the devil's door. Pain's the best damn teacher, scars map out the fight. Tears ain't weakness, they're the spark that ignites the night. Watch this phoenix thunder, born from what I cried. My tears build my backbone, rising from the flood. Washed away his shadows, baptized in my own blood. No more drowning quiet, I'm the river running free. My tears build my backbone, now the world's gonna see. And I walking away from her chains. Taillights carve my freedom down that gravel goodbye line. After heavy silence lights in the rear one last time. I won by walking away, no battle left to fight. Trade a cage for open road under stars burning bright. You're forever from light, cheaply on in the rain. I won by walking away, ain't looking back and free. Poured my soul in coffee cups he never cared to share. Smiled through Friday fractures, choked on haunted air. One dawn the truth hit harder than your wandering midnight call. Had my pride and fight, watched your empire fall. That road sang Regenton, wind whipped tears to dust. Found my roaring silence where your echoes turn to rust. Neighbors that I'd severed, pour their pity by to bless. But I'm still from heartache, accelerating fast. The victory ain't vengeance, it's the pride out the storm. Breathing without burden, finally safe and warm. No trophy for the records, just wings unearned to claim. I won by walking away, no battle left to fight. Trade your cage for open road under stars burning bright. If the river come alive, keep me on in the rain. I won by walking away, ain't looking back in pain. She's still soft, but no longer naive. Eyes hold velvet fire, scars like lace beneath the skin. Learn to trust her quiet, where the real strength begins. She's still soft, but no longer naive. Knows the wolves by name. Hands that heal the broken, but won't play their hurting game. Whiskey prayers for wisdom, dawn light on her throne. She's still soft but wiser now, carved from flesh and stone. Small town Friday whispers tried to clip her tender wings. Promised prince turned poison, left her stitching up the stings. Porch swing held her secrets through the long, lonesome rain. Turn betrayal's blade to beauty, dancing through the pain. Back rows taught her mercy meets a backbone made of pine. Gives her heart to highways, keeps her wild soul alive. No more chasing shadows dressed in borrowed Sunday grace. Found her roar in silence, claimed her sacred space. So faint, fragile, it's the river wearing mountains thin. Naive, lost to firelight, let the real light win. Watch her bloom through briars, tender but untamed. She's still soft, but no longer naive. Knows the wolves by name. Hands that heal the broken, but won't play their hurting game. Whiskey prayers for wisdom, dawn light on her throne. She's still soft but wiser now, carved from flesh and stone. kept my name, not his mistakes to bear. Scratches and lies off my skin like rust from old barbed wire. Kept my fire burning through the ashes of his fire. I kept my name, not his mistakes. Left him in the dust, traded chains for freedom, turned his records into trust. No more wearing someone else's shame like Sunday clothes. I kept my name, and damn, that's how the real story grows. The ring felt like a sentence carved in cold Montana gold. Whispers in the kitchen turned my heartbeat bitter cold. Porch lights saw me packing dreams he never let me chase. Walked away with honor, left his failures in their place. Back road sang my real name under harvest moon so wide. Neighbors poured their pity, but I swallowed none of their tide. I found my boots and backbone in the glove box by the key. The highway hummed redemption, finally breathing wild and free. Mistakes ain't mine to carry like a cross I didn't earn. Names are for the brave hearts, lessons only make us burn. Watch me rise from embers, lighter than I ever was. I kept my name, not his mistakes. I left him in the dust, traded chains for freedom, turned his wreckage into trust. No more wearing someone else's shame like Sunday clothes. I kept my name, and damn, that's how the real story grows. A woman alone, but finally free. Empty house hung softer than his late night lies ever did. Porch swing sways to heartbeat, no more chains where loved ones hid. A woman alone, but finally free. And dancing in the dawn's first light, traded almost forever for these wings that feel just right. Whiskey toast to silence, starlight stitching up the seams. A woman alone, but damn, this freedom tastes like dreams. Taillights to kiss thunder down that gravel goodbye road. Left me with a coffee pot and burdens far too old. Mama's quilt still whispers rise through tears that carved the years. Found my voice in quiet, drowned out all his souvenir fears. Back roads call my true name, wind whips wild through open glass. No more folding dreams to fit the spaces of his past. Sunrise paints redemption on these calloused steady hands, building life from embers where his shadow lost me when I found my voice. Whispers turned to thunder, cracked his paper-thin control. No more swallowing silence just to save his fragile soul. He lost me when I found my voice, singing through the storm. Traded quiet corners for a fire that's hurricane-born. Back roads roar my freedom, no more chains to hold me small. It lost me when I found my voice, and damn, I hear the call. Friday nights were sermons, hush now, play it safe. I'd bite my tongue to embers, building my escape. Porch light heard the fracture when I dared to speak my truth. His kingdom cracked like dry dirt under my newfound roof. Taillights chased his ego down that one-way county line, left me with a mirror showing strength that's finally mine. Mama's old guitar strings hum the song I wrote alone. Highway heart beats louder than his lies carved into stone. Voice ain't a rebellion, it's the air I was born to claim. He lost the war by sight and sing the woman without shame. Watch this echo shatter every cage he tried to build. He lost me when I found my voice, singing through the storm. Traded quiet corners for a fire that's hurricane-born. Back roads roll my freedom, no more chains to hold me small. He lost me when I found my voice, and damn, I hear the call.
Good man with bad habits I can't shake. Neon pulls me harder than her porch light glow. One more round, one more road before I let her go. Good man with bad habits, whiskey in my veins. Loving her like Sunday, chasing Friday barroom flames. She deserves an angel, but I'm forged in county fire. Good man with bad habits, walking that razor's wide. Lord, I see the wreckage of one of you every dawn. Woke to lipstick traces on a collar stained with sin. Her prayers in the kitchen while I'm drowning once again. Boots track regret across the hardwood she just cleaned. Swear I'll change by sunrise, but the bottle calls me faint. Taillights tease redemption down these back road healing miles. Her soft hands mend my wreckage, forces out my crooked smiles. Mama raised me better, but the devil deals in half-truths. One last wild tomorrow before I face the proof. Lord, I see the wreckage in the rear view every dawn. Habits die in pieces, but but this good heart carries on. One knee hits the gravel, time to break or finally bend. Good man with bad habits, whiskey in my veins. Loving her like Sunday, chasing Friday barroom flames. She deserves an angel, but I'm forged in county fire. Good man with bad habits, walking that razor's wire. Lord, I see the wreckage in the rear view every dawn. I loved her the wrong way, too hard, too fast, too blind. Pushed her against the tailgate, chased what I couldn't tame. I left burn marks on her freedom, now I'm haunted by her name. I loved her the wrong way, grip like she might fly. Traded trust for thunder, watch the good love die. Whiskey drowns the echoes of her leaving down the line. I loved her the wrong way, now this heart's doing time. Friday neon called us, boots on sawdust floor. I'd pull her close, possessive, jealous of the barroom door. Promised her the starlight, delivered gravel fights instead. Built our love on whiskey, woke up with an empty bed. Her suitcase by the back door, eyes cold as winter rain. Said my love felt like a cage wrapped up in silver chains. Taillights carved forgiveness down that midnight county road. Now back roads preach repentance for the heavy load. Truth burns like bad moonshine. Love ain't chains or claims. I lost the best by breaking her with all my reckless games. One prayer for redemption, hoping scars might fade. I loved her the wrong way, grip like she might fly. Traded trust for thunder, watch the good love die. Whiskey drowns the echoes of her leaving down the line. I loved her the wrong way, now this heart's doing time. Built strong, broken side, where no one sees. Hands that lift a heavy heart that's splintering slow. Smile for the mirror, but the cracks are starting to show. Built strong, broke inside, steel frame, hollow core, carrying mountains, daily bleeding on the barroom floor. Whiskey calls my confession, back roads know my truth. Built strong, broke inside, still searching for the proof. Plowed these fields since dawn, broke on my daddy's farm. Fought the storms and bar fights, wore the hero's charm. Her goodbye note still folded in my worn out leather wallet. Neighbors call me steady, but I'm one drink from a pallet. Tail lights took her shadow down that gravel center's mile. Now I fix a fence solo, force a gravel-throated smile. Mama's Bible verses echo through the empty midnight hall. Strength's a heavy sentence when your spirit finally falls. One day the dam will shatter, flood the porch with what I hide. No more playing granted when the fractures run too wide. Lord, send a soft rain mercy for this warrior's pride. Built strong, broke inside, steel frame, hollow core, carrying mountains, daily bleeding on the barroom floor. Whiskey calls my confession, back roads know my truth. Built strong, broke inside, still searching for the proof. I stayed loyal to the wrong woman, gave my Sunday best to her Friday night games, chased the shadows faithful, ignoring the flames. I stayed loyal to the wrong woman, built her throne from dust, wore her chains like medals while my good heart turned to rust. Whiskey burns the truth down, back roads preach the cause. I stayed loyal to the wrong woman, now this fool is lost. Poured my plowman's soul into her lipstick lies, fixed her broken pickup while she danced other guys. Porch swing heard my promises through her telephone home, loyal like a farm dog, but she left me numb. Tail lights carved the freedom down that neon county line, left me with her perfume ghost and one last bottle of wine. Mama shook her head slow, said, boy, open your eyes. Loyalty's a slow poison wrapped in sweet disguise. Truth hits like a hammer on a frozen anvil cold. Wrong love steals your fire, leaves you empty, worn and old. Time to cut the anchor, let this good man roam. I stayed loyal to the wrong woman, built her throne from dust, wore her chains like medals, while my good heart turned to rust. Whiskey burns the truth down, back roads preach the cause. I stayed loyal to the wrong woman, now this fool is lost. Yeah, hard life made a quiet man. Years carved silence deeper than the lines across my face. Words lost in the wreckage of this worn out race. A hard life made a quiet man. Thoughts louder than the storm. Bottle holds my thunder, heart still heavy, never warm. Back roads know my sermons that the daylight never hears. A hard life made a quiet man, drowning volunteers. Daddy's bill left lessons on my back before I walked. Plowed these fields through fevers, never whined to talk. Her goodbye was a whisper in the gravel drive at dawn. Since then my voice went buried deep where pain was born. Bar stool confessions spill when whiskey cracks the seal. Friends call me steady granite, but inside I barely heal. Mama's kitchen Bible gathers dust beside my chair. Quiet ain't surrender, it's the weight I learned to bear. One day the dam might shatter, flood these hollow halls with truth. Till then I'll show the silence like an old man's hard-earned proof. No roar left for battle, just embers in the fight. A hard life made a quiet man, thoughts louder than the storm. Bottle holds my thunder, heart still heavy, never warm. Back roads know my sermons that the daylight never hears. A hard life made a quiet man, drowning volunteers. I lost her trying to be a man. Just puff like armor, words sharp as barbed wire fence. Chased pride over her heart, now I'm paying penance. I lost her trying to be a man. Tough talk, empty hands, traded soft confessions for bar fights across the land. Whiskey drowns the mirror showing what I should have been. I lost her trying to be a man. Now this boy's broken in. Friday nights I'd holler, prove my gravel voice was keen. She begged for quiet holding, got my ego's reckless swing. Porch light saw the fracture when my temper cracked the door. Thought strength was domination, left her wanting more. Taillights took her mercy down that midnight county bend. Left me with my trophies, empty bottles, no amends. Mama shook her gray head, said real men kneel to heal. But I built walls of whiskey till the truth began to peel. Manhood ain't the thunder, it's a steady hand she craves. I lost the war by winning every battle that I braved. One prayer for forgiveness, hoping scars might turn to grace. I lost her trying to be a man. Tough talk, empty hands, traded soft confessions for bar fights across the land. Whiskey drowns the mirror showing what I should have been. I lost her trying to be a man. Now this boy's broken in. Raise right, live wrong, chasing shadows in the night. Mama's Bible lessons clash with neon wicked call. Good book in one hand, whiskey tumbler takes a fall. Raise right, live wrong, heart pulled every which way. Sunday prayers collide, Friday's a reckless play. Boots track redemption through the barroom smoky haze. Raise right, live wrong, but I'm kneeling these days. Daddy taught me honor, plow straight through the storm. Church pew wisdom carved before I learned the norm. But taillights whispered freedom down that gravel center's road. Traded grace for glory, carried someone else's load. Her goodbye note still burns like embers in my chest. Poured my soul in bottles, failed every promise test. Back roads preach forgiveness where the wild ones learn to bend. Mama's voice still haunts me around each bottle's bitter end. Truth, it's harder than the belt marks from my youth. Right ain't easy, wrong feels good but kills the truth. One dawn I'll rise cleaner, leave lived wrong, heart pulled every which way. Sunday prayers collide with Friday's reckless play. Boots track redemption through the barroom smoky haze. Raised right, lived wrong, but I'm kneeling these days. I chose pride over her, biggest mistake I made. Chest swelled like a storm cloud, words cut sharp as blade. Watched her tail lights fading down that lonesome county grave. I chose pride over her, left love bleeding in the dust, traded forever moments for a hollow ego thrust. Whiskey burns the what-ifs, back roads echo what I lost. I chose pride over her, paid the highest kind of cost. Friday barroom thunder, I roared louder than the band. She begged for quiet mercy, got my iron stubborn stand. Porch swing held out fracture under harvest moon so cold. Pride built walls of granite round this fool's heart of gold. And her suitcase whispered freedom by the gravel drive at dawn. And I stood tall and silent while my whole world came undone. Mama shook her gray head, said, boy, swallow what you reap. Now shadows preach repentance where my promises ran deep. Pride's a cruel taskmaster, steals the light you swore to keep. Lost the sun by chasing storms that left me 6 feet deep. One prayer for redemption, hoping grace might find its way. I chose pride over her, left love bleeding in the dust, traded forever moments for a hollow ego thrust. Whiskey burns a what-ifs, back roads echo what I lost. I chose pride over her, pay the highest kind of cost. A lonely man on a familiar road. The same old mile markers mark the miles I burned. Taillights haunt the rear view where old lessons never learned. A lonely man on a familiar road, chasing ghosts I know too well. Whiskey writes my story in his highway rambling hell. Porch lights call me homeward, but my boots won't ever stay. A lonely man on a familiar road, lost in yesterday. Friday neon faded, left her crying in the rain. Mama's kitchen Bible gathers dust through all my pain. Plowed these county corners where my promises ran dry. Familiar curves know every tear, I pretend not to cry. Barstool saints bear witness to the bottle battles lost. Sunrise finds me praying where redemption calls. Her ghost rides shotgun silent, whispers what I threw away. Familiar road, don't forgive, it just leads me far astray. One exit might turn different if I'd kill this drifter's pride. But lonely's all I carry on this endless gravel ride. Truth burns going down slow, home's the place I fear to find. A lonely man on a familiar road, chasing ghosts I know too well. Whiskey writes my story in this highway rambling hell. Porch lights call me homeward, but my boots won't ever stay. A lonely man on a familiar road, lost in yesterday.
She made the coffee black, 2 cups just in case. Left his jacket hanging by the fireplace. Sunday sunrise broke through painted blinds, but his shadow didn't make the drive this time. She built her world around a promise made in June. Guess some hearts bloom quicker than they should. She loved too hard, he left too soon. Like a flame that danced then kissed the moon. Every memory cuts like June. She loved too hard, and he left too soon. Names carved in oak by the county fair. She still drives by just to see it's there. The wind hums low through his old perfume. Feels like he's near but gone too soon. Maybe loving wild ain't always wrong. Some hearts just burn too bright, too long. She loved too hard, he left too soon. Echoes linger in that living room. Now she sings beneath the harvest moon. She loved he left too soon. Oh, none stronger than her past, carries ghosts but walks steadfast. Every scar tells where I broke, every healed line where hope awoke. I've been shattered, reassembled, rough, daddy's lace and mama's blood. Men who took it never stayed, but from these ashes, watch me rise unafraid. Teenage stress, welfare rise, promise rings and alibis twice, needle marks and courtroom lies. Learn forgiveness through my children's eyes. They say time heals, not time reveals what fire timbers and what steel conceals. Yes, they change if you rename the weight. Every battle war rewrites my fate. I've been shattered, reassembled tough, daddy shattered, lover's blood. Men who broke what they couldn't be. Now I wear my story, strongest in men, stronger in her past, stronger still. 200 miles from the last gas pump glow. No signs, no cell, just the radio's final throw. Tumbleweeds roll like they know where I'm bound. Middle of nowhere's where freedom is found. Always chasing something brighter than true. Found infinity staring back in the rear view. Finding freedom in the middle of nowhere. No neighbors, no noise, just me and thin air. Sky bigger than heartbreak, dirt truer than gold. Lost my chains where the wild stories unfold. Coyote sermon at the witching hour's call. Lightning scars telling secrets to the canyon wall. No mirror to judge me, no clock to obey. Just Joshua trees dancing my blues away. Cities promise safety, deliver just cages. Freedom lives where the paved road disengage. tailgate down, boots dangling, rear view clean, chasing what tomorrow ain't never seen. Pavement whispers, stay right where you are, but my wild heart beats like a shooting star, chasing sunsets on a dusty road, painting freedom with every mile we rode. Orange fire bleeding into purple night. This highway heart knows wrong from right. Farmhouse flickering past like forgotten prayers, lightning bugs dancing without a care. One hand Jesus, one hand the wheel, finding salvation in the stories we steal. Some chase diamonds, some chase applause, I'm chasing colors that the good Lord draws. No finish line, no real regrets, every dust cloud's a dream silhouette. Chasing sunsets on a dusty road, painting heaven with every heavy load. Orange fire bleeding into purple flame. This highway heart will never be tamed. Dusty road, sunsets calling, chase forever. Woke up dreaming about the places I've never been, through some tears and courage where the goodbyes begin. Mama cried, come home. Daddy said, be smart. But this beat in my chest has a wanderer's heart. Plans are just pretty prisons we build for ourselves. I'm trading sure things for the stories on dusty shelves. A backpack, a map, and no plan, chasing maybes across this land. Every dirt road a different fate. Freedom tastes better than hesitate. Hitchhiked with a poet who sang of lost love, shared my trail mix with a coyote in cotton gloves. Small town bar, got my boots up on the rail, found more family in 12 hours than years without fail. Some collect houses, some collect fine china sets. I'm collecting sunrises and faces I'll never forget. No address forwarding, no safety net strings. Every thumb out is a prayer on wings. A backpack, I'm open, no plan. Lightning bugs guide where the blacktop ends. Every stranger's now a friend I ain't met. This wild heart don't regret. Star maps fading without a sound, switchbacks carved by forgotten hands, chasing heaven over these promised lands. Lungs burn holy, legs preach truth. Every step slays what the night withdrew. Chasing sunrise on mountain trails, first gold fingers breaking through the veil, pink and glory painting jagged teeth. Found my resurrection underneath. Coyote chorus fades to morning birds, ancient bristlecone whispers final words. Left my baggage at the timberline. This altitude's where the soul climbs. Some chase lovers, some chase gold. I chase fire where the angels hold. No cell service, no safety rail. Every ridge gullies a burning grail. Chasing sunrise on mountain trails, melting shadows where the first light hails. Pink and glory baptizing my feet. Summit salvation, God meets me here. Sunrise found, mountain trails. Hallelujah. Toss my wedding band where the willows drink deep. Watched it spiral silver down the current's keep. Every bend erodes what the years wrote in stone. Baptized barefoot where the wild ferns have grown. Tears taste the same as the spring rain that falls. A river don't judge, it just answers all calls. Rivers that carry away your worries, muddy salvation and liquid stories. Lay down my burdens where the blue ribbon turns. Watch my yesterdays drown while my tomorrow burns. Folded is a letter, set 'em sail with a leaf. Promise forgiveness to the rifles and weaves. Heron preaches from the sycamore throne. This running water carved a heart of my own. Some seek preachers, some seek the flask. I seek the undertow that won't let me look back. No dam can hold what the good current claims. Every heart Same old oak where I carved KJ at 13. Daddy's fishing spot where the big ones got away clean. Overgrown now with blackberry, bramble, and vine, but something whispers follow down this new old line. Roots I know lead somewhere I ain't been before. Every familiar bend holds a different door. Old trails lead into new adventures, childhood footsteps finding different measures. Same dirt path, but the skies turn gold. Yesterday's end is tomorrow's bowl. Rusty bridge where we raced to beat the rain now spans a canyon I swear wasn't there back then. Lightning split pine reveals a hidden spring. Old trails singing what new life brings. Some roads circle back just to launch you far. Some old fences hide the brightest stars. No compass needed when the heart makes the map. Every blueprint's a bridge, every stumble a gap. Old trails lead into new adventures. Boyhood boundaries burst in their sutures. Same dirt path, but the destinations change. Old trails taught me how to live unrestrained. New adventures, old trails calling forward. Laces tight, left the phone in the truck this time. City noise fading like yesterday's crime. First hill stings, but the air starts to clear. Mind unclenching after too many years. Every switchback shakes loose what I can't control. Pine scent sermons healing this ragged soul. I came to find peace of mind. Summit silence leaves the chaos behind. No signal, no scroll, just the ridgeline truth. Found my quiet in the altitude. Mossy rock where I sat till the tears ran dry. Blue jay sermon without asking why. Backpack lighter than the grudges I drop. Every vista vantage where the old fears stop. Some find hiking to find peace of mind. Timberline temple where the soul realigns. No signal, no scroll, just the mountains reply. Found my forever quiet up high. Peace of mind. Trail found, home in the climb. Thunder rolled out, left the world baptized clean. Puddles mirror heaven where the low branches lean. First deep breath hits like a prayer I forgot. Pine after rain, everything memories not. Mud under boots, but the heart feels light. Nature's perfume, chasing shadows from sight. The smell of pine after the rain washes regret right down the drain. Clean slate scent where the lost things grow. One whiff of forever, and I'm ready to know. Moss revelation on the rocks that won't lie. Squirrel sermon scampering, feathers now dry. Left my heartache with the worms in the soil. Pine needle gospel making broken things whole. Some need sermons shouted from old wooden pews. I need wet bark breathing yesterday's blues. No therapist bill when the forest speaks free. One lungful of promise sets my spirit decree. The smell of pine after the rain, second chance perfume in the veins. Clean slate forever where the wild things grow. Pine after rain, this is how healing Pine after rain, born again, breathe deep. Daddy said safe road, Mama prayed stay near. I traded front porch swing for the frontier. First solo summit, knees shaking with fear. One deep breath and the edge disappeared. Heart says jump while the head screams stay. Some lessons learned the beautiful hard way. Adventure and taking risks call my name. Cliff edge choices set my wild heart aflame. Safe is a cage with a pretty laid on that canyon wall drop. Woke up bruised, but I made the bottom stop. Truck rolled twice off that mountain pass curve.